Are we live? Okay, I'll keep quiet for the first little bit.
So it's the British Grand Prix. We're here at Silverstone, and let me tell you, it's going to be an exciting event this evening. And it is a 5.8 kilometer track. There are 18 turns, 2 DRS zones, and this is based on an old airfield. So we are going to be looking at things at Silverstone. There is the Union Jack. We're just waiting for the guys to get in, and we'll be getting off the mark in a couple of minutes from now. So all is well, all is operating. We've got approximately 16 drivers this evening, and we're joined in the box again by Connor. So we'll be kicking off in the next couple of minutes. You can see on the screen all the guys are there. We just need to get them to ready up, and away we'll be going this evening. If you are joining us via the stream, great to have you on board, and we hope that you enjoy this evening's event. It is obviously the 50% we've got on track this evening at Silverstone, and I can tell you now it's going to be absolute blaster to watch. So we're going to be getting on the way any minute now as we move into Silverstone. It is the British Grand Prix here on the South African Academy Online Racing.
There we go. It looks like everyone has readied up and we are for away.
Yeah, it looks as though we're going to be going in. We're going in. Let me just change over. Just a loading screen coming up at the moment. Let's just take care of that. There we go. We're ready to go. So 18 minutes of the quali session to happen. Just the format of our racing is basically one quali session, which is 18 minutes. The guys will be getting themselves onto this Silverstone track, should I say, and then they'll be out to see who is going to be taking pole position this evening. Joined in the commentary box once again with Connor. Connor, thanks for joining me on such short notice. It's always great to have you in the commentary box with me. And I don't know if you've prepared anything this evening, but yeah, let's just hand it over to yourself and let's get started.
Yes, of course. Good evening. Good evening. Absolutely nothing prepared from my side. Just going to go off my experience on the track. But it should be a good one tonight. A lot of fast drivers, of course. A lot of people with points to prove. As you can see, Mackett has joined the race. He's in the Red Bull, if I'm not mistaken. He's from Midweek Racing, another very, very fast driver. So he'll be wanting to make his impact tonight. But yeah, looking at a relatively technical track. I think we have 18 turns in this track. Relatively high pace. Yeah, it's always a cracker. Always a cracker.
Yeah, let me tell you, Mackett is actually a keen golfer on PlayStation as well. So he's also I'm actually battling him in a league at the moment in the golfing scene. So yeah, I know Mackett quite well. I know he's also racing in Midweek Racing as well. So yeah, there's a couple of guys that are actually it's not only F1, they do other sports games as well, you know.
Yes, also generally just a nice guy. I enjoy being in the party with him. I enjoy racing. He's a very hard racer.
And he's a Cape boy as well. He's in Cape Town, isn't he? Yeah, there we go. So a Cape representation, eh? Cape representation.
We have everything in Cape Town. We have the pace. We have the beaches. We have the mountains. We have the babes. We have everything.
Yeah, some strong words. Well, we've got a number of guys who aren't from Cape Town, and I tell you what, we got the Natal boys also in here this evening as well. If I look at Vino for real, he's down there, as well as Jose. He's in 9th position. He's in the Mercedes-Benz. He's also a Natal boy, so there's a couple of Natal guys. Springbok Gamer, he's a Natal guy as well. He's in Maritzburg. So lots of guys from all over the place. We've even got guys from Qatar. Nesmax is living in Qatar at the moment. South African boykie, but living in Qatar. Who else have we got? I don't see him online this evening, but we got Gav Pig. He's in the Congo. Also a South African boy. So a lot of South Africans all over the place, but willing to come back and race on the South African Academy Online Racing. So, yeah, there we go. That's just a little bit there. And also we've got some individuals from outside of South Africa that are not South African, nor Raider. He's actually living in the UK, I think. I'm not too sure about Tina Hen, if he's also, I think he's also in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. So a couple of guys that are out there obviously doing the thing as well. So lots of guys. We've also got some guys from the Eastern Cape. Carter Boy 45, he is from the Eastern Cape. I think Foss is also a Cape Town boykie, or he's down in the Cape region. So a lot of Capies in this particular party, eh?
Yeah, that is correct. I think tonight is a very, very important night for the likes of Noah Raider. I think that him on home turf, he's going to want to definitely secure that win. And having raced with him here before and actually having some good wheel-to-wheel battles with him, he is very, very fast here. So I'm personally excited to watch him. I know that the two Haas boys as well are looking to build on a good result from last weekend. The result maybe last race wasn't as good as they would have hoped for, but very, very promising. They both showed very, very good pace. Zardi and not Weza, sorry. My bad. I'm actually having a little bit of a difficulty with my screen at the moment. I'm unable to see colors properly. So apologies for that. Let me just work on that quickly.
Okay. So basically, yeah, Weza also from Cape Town. Well, he's in the Cape region. I don't think he's in Cape Town, but yeah, no, he's not. He's from the Cape though as well. So we'll be keeping an eye out on him, just seeing what he's up to. Thank you already, guys, for all of the guys tuning into the channel. Yes, we're going to be watching what the guys are up to and obviously giving you feedback. But some times are already up there. So Nesmax, he's already into second position. Emi Alonso, nice one from him. He's in the pits at the moment. I just, oh, there we go. Weza SA, he's just put on a 127. Looks as though one of the Alfa Romeos off there, but we'll just keep a keen eye on who that was. Obviously, Sector 1 yellow card. So, yeah, Nesmax, he's down into fourth at the moment, but we've got Tina Hen. He's just put on a 128.462, just above him, Emi Alonso. He's put in a 128.098. The quickest man on the track at the moment is Weza SA. And nice time from him at the moment at that 127.905 here at Silverstone. Where else can we be looking at? Oh, Foss has put up a time, 137. Carter Boy 45, nice job from him at the moment. That's Carl. He's put on a 129, so we'll be watching out for.
Yeah, good job, Carl. That's a decent time. I know that he's putting in a lot of effort, trying to get better, trying to get faster, trying to get more consistent. So it's nice to see the young boys putting in the effort, putting in the hours, putting in the track time. So it's I'm honestly excited to watch them race tonight. See if they can avoid the carnage into turn one and hopefully get some good laps and definitely aim at a race finish tonight, which will be, I think it would be a very rare occurrence for both Carter boys to finish a race. So hopefully we can get that tonight.
Yeah, Ben Bester just putting up there. Jose is our Eastern Cape connection. So my bad. I thought he was actually from the Natal region. Yeah, it might be David, one of his mates who was racing with us before. He might be from Natal.
If you actually go on board with Jose, he's flapping his DRS, just like he said he was, to say hello to his family. But you guys from the Eastern Cape, you can see Jose flapping his DRS, saying how's it to you guys.
Here we go. Nice stuff from him. And yeah, there we go. He's obviously lots of guys rooting for Nesmax. Maybe Weza can tell me if it's what the conditions are going to be like. Hopefully no rain. So yeah, there we go. He's put on a 127. He's actually telling everybody, hey guys, I've put on a 127. What are you guys up to? And I think he's been putting a bit of practice in, because definitely a great time for him on that quali time at the moment of the 127. But
and there goes Noy Raider with a 127.7.
There we go.
Laying down the gauntlet.
There we go. Heads up, guys. Heads up. I'm back. A 127.768. So we got a 127.905 at a 127.768.
But do not count out any of the other drivers. I think that the track is going to start speeding up now, and I think that the times are going to start falling very slowly. So hopefully some of the guys outside the top 5 can get inside the top 5 and show some of their pace early on. I know the entry into turn 1 is very important, positioning is very important. So essentially, the higher you qualify, the more chance you have in avoiding that turn 1 carnage.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys are going to be a very technical track. 18 turns on this track.
Yep.
And as I mentioned a little bit earlier during the introduction, it's a 5.8 kilometer circuit. And I think the first Grand Prix was held in 1950. And as I mentioned, it's an old airfield from World War II. That's basically a little bit of information, misinformation.
If we can go on board with not Kimmy 7, he's on his outlap. I can take you through a lap of the circuit if you would like.
I mean, it's always a pleasure. Let's see if we can just get him there. There we go. There. He's down there.
And he's
There we
passing
go.
the club turn now, and he's onto the start straight.
There we go.
So into turn 1, Abby, flat out, you got to basically catch the curb on the right hand side. It's important to spot your braking point into turn 3 here. Get maximum rotation in the car, but don't compromise the exit. Now into the arena, traction is everything, absolutely everything here. The exit of this corner is very, very important. Now flat out, down into turn 6, Brooklyn's. Let's see how confident he is in the brakes. Runs a little bit wider than he usually would. Oh, he loses the car a little bit. Oh, and he has to back out of the lap. Unfortunately, that didn't go his way, but obviously it shows the grittiness and the sort of difficulty of this track. It's not easy, especially running somewhere around three front and 5 back wing. Very, very easy to lose the car. These corners are very long. Getting rotation on the cars, getting front end grip is sometimes a little bit of a challenge. But as you can see, is unforgiving. Luckily, it's not a street circuit and you don't have to tangle with the walls. But I think, I think Not Kimmy's coming in now. I think he might change his tires and go for another lap.
All the guys on the super softs at the moment. It always helps to switch on the mic. Yep.
So Jose is on his outlap. We can go on board with him, and hopefully we can do a little bit of a guide and show what the track is all about.
Yeah, he's just gone off the track, so I think he's also going to be. You can see those tires are not doing too well.
No, it seemed like he just moved out of the way of the other drivers, but very uncharacteristic because, I mean, he went onto the grass there, which I'm not too sure why he would have done, but I mean, let's see what it can do here. Going through club, it's obviously important to maximize your exit onto the straight. Abby, flat out, open the curve on the right hand side. Oh, he had to lift there a little bit. Spots his braking point perfectly. A little bit of an early apex, but now Foss gets in the way a little bit there. But let's see if he can realign and sort of get this right. We are now going towards Brooklyn's. This wraparound corner is very hard to get front end grip. This corner can be taken numerous amounts of ways. Now down to Cops. Turn 9, usually flat if you can get it right. More lift there for Jose. Now into Maggots and Beckett's 10, 11, 12 and 13. Very, very iconic corners. More lift into the entry of 11. Surprising, but maybe he's just feeling it out.
onto the DRS zone now, so he's going to be going as flat out as he can.
Just a double downshift there. Runs a little bit wide, but you know that corner is quite. It's not a corner that gives you many penalties most of the time. But I mean, let's see what the time looks like. Yeah, I don't think he was pushing there. Hopefully he has time to do another lap, because I know the viewers watching are keen to and eager to support Jose. Very, very quick driver and impressed us all last week.
Yep, a little bit off the track there, unfortunately.
Oh, he cut that.
A little bit of a cut there.
He cut that. Yeah, he cut Arena full blown. He didn't even make turn 4 and 5. He went straight to 3, from 3 to 6.
Yeah, so 2 minutes and 47 seconds. 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Whoa. I haven't had anything to drink, guys. I haven't had anything to drink. Yeah, more like a haircut. Absolutely. And that's from Frankensaw. You're absolutely right there.
I can't say the same thing, Derek.
Yeah, yeah. Big shout out to Weza. Lots of support for Nesmax as usual. Doing his stuff. I'm just going through some of the comments that are up there. Lots of emojis going out for Nesmax this evening. Has anybody come up with weather conditions, guys? If you are listening to the stream, if you're in the pits, let us know what the weather conditions are. I'm hoping it's going to be sunny.
I just want to point out the 2 Renault boys. The person who impressed me the most last week was DKP, and as you can see, DKP with a 127.780. Just 12 100s behind Neureder. I think the Renault boys are looking very, very fast this evening, and hopefully DKP can. Oh, I think DKP might be having connection issues. That'll be very disappointing.
Yeah, I'm on board with not Kimmy. He's obviously slowing down now. There's 1 minute left in this quali session. Okay, here we go.
Braking around 75 meters. Oh, not Kimmy missing the apex a little bit here. But let's see if he can recover it. The exit from turn 5 is crucial down into Brooklands. Looks like he nailed it, even though he made a mistake into 4.
Yeah, the guy
very confident into the brakes, but runs wide again.
Just gonna
Let's remember that even for the best drivers, this track is very, very difficult, very technical, and very unforgiving with front end grip.
So I'm just upping your volume on your voice because the guys are saying that you are a little bit soft. So hopefully that's sorted out.
Yeah, sorry Ben. I hope you can hear me well now. Most of the time I just talk rubbish, but hopefully you can hear me better now.
Yeah, here we go. Obviously, Frankensaw says, who did I hijack to come into the commentary box? No, I didn't hijack anybody. It's actually Connor Young that's in with me. He also races, so I mean, we explained that last week why you're not racing at the moment, and you said leave it at that, so we did. But let's go through the current results. We've got 1 minute and 46 seconds left. And we're just waiting for the final number to come through. He's holding it so nicely here. Not Kimmy at the moment. He's looking to get a good lap in. And he looks to be doing a great job at the moment. DRS zone up. Weza has also got lots of fans on the stream this evening, so we'll be watching out for him. And there we go. That pushes him up, I think, into 8th, if I'm not mistaken there. 6th, sorry. Let me say 6th. So he came back in a big way. So, yeah, let's see what the final results were of the qualifying session. And I tell you what, some guys did it awesomely well. There we go. Let's go through. Connor, I'll leave that up to you, my good man.
Neuraider 127.581. What a lap by him, showing why he, the homeboy, wants that win very bad. We have DKP sitting in second, just 0.2 off of Neuraider. In third, Emi Alonso. Fourth, Nismax. Fifth, Weather. Sixth, Not Kimmy. Not the best qualifying for Not Kimmy, so hopefully his race pace is going to show better form than his qualified did. Tina Hidden in 7, Jose in 8th. Also surprising to see him so far down the wheel. I mean the results. Zardi in 9th, and then I did not catch number 10. But oh my word, what a good qualifying! Yeah, I'm very excited to watch Mackett. I've never seen him with all assists off, so hopefully he can show the same sort of pace. If he can't, I'm definitely going to be chewing on his ear next time I chat to him. Yeah, and it gives the grid a little bit of a contrast. I mean, there's no denying that yellow and black car is absolutely superb. It's very eye-catching. I would say it's one of the better looking cars. For me, the Renault and the McLaren, for example, are my two favorite cars. If you would let us know in the comments section what you guys think the best looking car is, we could maybe have a little debate about it and talk about it. But for me, it just makes the grid look a little bit intense, which is obviously desirable. Those cars look very aggressive with the contrast of yellow and black. Following those two cars, we have a very eager McLaren. So if DKP is going to keep having technical difficulties, we could see a McLaren on the chase towards Neuraider. Look, I think it's safe to say that the top 10 especially, the top 11 I guess, but the top 10 especially, all of those drivers are quick, all of those drivers have very, very good driving IQ, and it's going to be a phenomenal start. So I'll let you take us through the start.
Yeah, thanks for that, Connor. Let's have a look and see what's going on. Hopefully we get a nice clean start. I'm hoping that they're going to get back in. We're on the first three at the moment. You can see a bit of movement on the back end. And we'll have a look and see what's going to be taking place as we start this race here at Silverstone. There is obviously a bit of delay, so just bear with us. And they are off at the moment. A beautiful takeoff there of this 26 lap race. We're going into the first corner. You can see that at the moment it looks as though Dinky is actually taken first, but he's not in that vehicle. There is an incident going back there. It looks like Weza has just been pushed out, but it is definitely Nor Raider going in there, and he's obviously leading this race at the moment, closely followed by Emma Alonso. He's just hot on Nor Raider's tail at the moment, and also just behind him now is Nesmax. So Not Kimmy going up into 5th position. 6th position is Weza, then Tina Hen in 7th, and then Fox Limitless, he's in 8th at the moment. 9th position is Zari 44. Mackett is in 10th at the moment. Boinky's just moved down a position there into 12th, and it is Carter Boy 45 that goes up into that 11th position at the moment. Scott, who's Carter Boy 55, World Carter Boy is 55, he's in 13th at the moment. Springbok Gamer in 14th, and then 15th is Foss, and then all of a sudden right down at the bottom we have two drivers. That is Jose and Vino for real in 16th and 17th. That is the start of the Silverstone Grand Prix here in the United Kingdom.
Yeah, what a start we had there. We got quite a bad angle on the stream there, but I did not see exactly what happened to the likes of Jose and Foss and Tinahan. Probably damage for a lot of the drivers. But as I said before they started, that turn one carnage is crazy. It's all about who's going to be the one who lifts first, and usually with the pace that these drivers have and the determination that they want to get ahead of the next driver, most people aren't going to lift for nothing. So as you can see there, we see a bit of a carnage in the start, but leading the pack, I think Noe Raider. The only reason why DKP is in the lead, I think that was just because of a technical issue. But as you can see, Noe Raider catching onto DKP with Imi Alonso sitting firm behind him. Nismax also doing a very, very good job. Not Kimmy up 2 positions as well, which he's showing his raw pace. Weza in 6th. Fox Limitless in 7th. If someone could comment what Fox Limitless's name is, that would be really, really great, because I do not want to spend my evening saying Fox Limitless, because it just sounds absolutely...
That's why I just call him Fox. Just leave it at there. But there we go. Wes has just moved up a position on Not Kimmy 7. So that's an interesting little move there. We're just down on Fox himself, just having a back view of where we are on the track, just to get up there and see. Just on board now with Not Kimmy. I'll be putting up the times for you in a couple of seconds. Let's do that as well. Maybe just give you some information. There we go. And also, the guys normally ask me for what are they actually, what have they got on. And maybe what we should do is just see if we can put some information with regards to
so looking at the field, I mean, we have Fox actually making up 5 positions off the start. Boinky's with 4. I'm actually on board with Boinky's. Boinky's looking very clean. Looks like he's got a very, very stable setup. He's sitting behind Mackett. He's got the toe. As you know, by Boinky's a very, very consistent driver, very good driver. He is now trailing Hackett. Emi Alonso with a 3-second time penalty. Obviously, this track is very, very, very strict when it comes to track limits, and I know we are running strict rules, so the driver's going to have to pay attention. What do people think about the strict track limits? I mean, because these F1 events that they are doing at the moment, they seem to be using regular corner cutting rules, which personally I don't agree with, because I mean you can exploit a lot of parts of the track, and in real life, I mean you exploit those parts of the track and your car will either break or go flying. So I personally don't know why the professional drivers are using regular corner cutting. But yeah, I mean, what does everyone think of that?
Yeah, and somebody's come up with Fox's name. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. It's actually Brendan. So Brendan is Fox Limitless. Thank you for that. Thanks for letting us know. So that's a little bit easier for you, Connor.
Yes, it is. If we go on board now with Not Kimmy, he's trailing Weza very, very closely here. Just moving to the right-hand side to show Weza in the mirrors that he is there. But Not Kimmy looks like he's struggling a bit tonight. I mean, he just got a 3-second time penalty. Just maybe just not settling into the car, not settling into the track. But he's trailing very close here behind Wesley. He's got DRS.
Yeah, so
hopefully he can look to make a move in the next lap or two.
So Connor, just to give you some information, Not Kimmy 7 obviously did the 100% on Friday on this track. So he should be well set in for driving this evening. There's quite a few of the guys that are racing this evening that do the 100%er, which is Friday. We are the guys that run the last of the event. When I say last event, obviously all the leagues are doing the same or similar calendar.
Oh, what's that Rona I hear there?
No, it's a little bit of vaping that went down the wrong pipe. So, yeah.
I'm only kidding, man.
There we go. So, yeah, on board with Not Kimmy 7, looking just behind Weza at the moment.
Quinton saying in the track in the chat there that Nizmax won the 100% race. Is that correct?
Yeah, as far as I know, because I saw there was a lovely little chat that I watched on Twitch, which was done by Not Fernando 84 yesterday, which was actually great. And check that out if you've got Twitch TV. Why don't you check that out? There was a great little chat and commentary session that happened yesterday between the guys, and they were talking about, obviously, if you want to know a little bit more about some of the drivers that are racing this evening, you can go in and actually Not Fernando's had a nice little session. I must say that was very nice what the guys actually did. They got together and they had a bit of a chat session all about racing and where they started from. I know quite a bit of the history as well, because obviously these guys have been racing with us for some time, and I see Connor's just left us, unfortunately, but I'm sure he's going to be back in. Yeah, so as I mentioned, so if you are an avid Twitch fan, you can get yourselves onto the Twitch channel. Look out for Not Fernando 84, and you can have a nice little background information to some of the drivers that are racing this evening, and it was great. We're on board with Nesmax at the moment. Just in front of him is Emi Alonso. And Dinky's now dropped back into second position. I think he's obviously just let Nor Raider go through because of that start. So hats off to him at the moment for having such sportsmanship there. Oh, there we go. It was not position 3, Quinton. Thanks for that, Muna. Thanks for the update there. So who won the TNB yesterday? Or should I say on Friday? Maybe you can tell me who did that. Connor says, sorry boys, internet died on me. I'm sorry to hear that, my good man. So yeah, just having a look up there. I hope you can join me a little bit later in the box. That would be great there. So Nesmax won. Okay. The guys are throwing it out this evening. Yeah, I mean, I had a look there. Obviously, Quinton, you're not doing too badly in TNB as well from what I saw yesterday evening. I did manage to have a look at those interviews that were being held yesterday. So on with Nesmax, looking really close up behind Emma Alonso at the moment, and I'm sure Emma Alonso can see that Nesmax is right up on his tail at the moment. Nor Raider is leading this race at the moment. 26 laps of this track is going to be completed here this evening, and 8 of them have been done already. Is there much change happening down in the middle section? Well, at the moment, 3 seconds off the pace. There is a change. Mackett has dropped down. He's in the pits at the moment. He's on mediums. Let's see exactly where and what he's going to be doing at the moment. There is a very quick pace that is happening on the inside at the moment. You can see as Weza comes past Nesmax. What a move that was, and he's now into 4th, and I can tell you now he's really giving it all he can at the moment. Nice maneuver on the inside there. I'm sure that a lot of you are really obviously rooting for Weza at the moment. He's got Alonso, Emmy Alonso in his sights, and maybe what we should do quickly is just go on board with him at the moment, because he's really putting on a hefty pace of speed this evening. He goes into the pits at the moment, Emmy Alonso into the pits, which means that Weza goes up as well as Nesmax into 3rd and 4th respectively. Kimi, he's now moved down a position. He's gone up a position at this moment, so we'll see exactly what's going on there, but there we go. 8 laps done on these softs at the moment. They have up until probably 12 laps on these super softs, and what we've seen in the past is actually these softs start to perform badly at one particular point in time, and then obviously start to pick up a bit of grip towards the latter part of lap 10, 11 and then 12, and then they're obviously getting in and then getting those tires changed. Yeah, it was a tough corner. I can only agree with you on that one, but he did exceptionally well to get himself through and past Nesmax. I think Nesmax knew he was there, because I can see in the mirrors on Nesmax's car at the moment where he was and where he was coming from. But nice job. Dinky's out there. You can see the distance just in front of him is Nor Raider. Nor Raider hammering this course. It is home turf for him, so he's going to be really putting on a show this evening. But Dinky, nicely done. He's going to be pretty stoked with his position. 2 Reynolds leading this race. This is a first here on the South African Academy Online Racing. It is definitely something to watch, because the Reynolds are I think in the latter part of, or the earlier part of the South African Online Racing Academy Online Racing, Reynolds has never finished on the top and podium position. Nesmax round about 4 seconds off the pace. There we go. There has been Nesmax has actually come back, and I've missed that because that was absolutely it's because they've gone into the pits. So both of them pitting at the moment. Nesmax is out in front. Yes, he definitely has got out in front of Weza. So we'll be seeing that. As you can see, we're on board now with Weza as he's looking up just in front of him. Carter Boy 45. So he's got all that hard work, and now he's going to do some more hard work to get himself up there. Nesmax has made a technical change and made sure he's put on the hards. And here a little bit. Oh, that was unfortunate. This means now Weza going to have to go in and get that sorted out, because that is definitely going to affect his driving ability at the moment. As you can see, Kimmy coming up on the inside of him now. He has the advantage because he has all the wings that he needs to get himself flying through these laps. As you can see already dropping off on the pace. He's got to be careful because that front end is so finicky now without that wing in place. So he's going to be looking to dive bomb into the pits to get that sorted out. I can tell you right now, as I mentioned, he's done that. And some great driving going on here. Here we're on with Tina Hen at the moment. He's now in the Ferrari. First season for him here at the South African Online Racing Academy. So we'll see how he's going to be doing at the moment. I'm just looking at about 5 screens, so I've got to concentrate a little bit more. And not Kimmy up there as well. Let me just see if I can go out. It might be a little bit easier for me in this view. So going up there, Mackett's just moved up a position. He's gone up. So great to see him. As I said, mentioned, you know, his golf game's not that bad either. So first time here on the South African Academy Online Racing, so we'll see how he's going to be doing. And yeah, moving up the list at the moment, Emmy Alonso. It is definitely a nice looking vehicle, that. Norraider, he's in 3rd position at the moment, so we'll see what he's going to be doing. He's opted for the hards. That might affect his race a little bit, but I think his intention is to go to the end of this race with those that harder compound. Boinky's into the pits at the moment. He's done 11 laps on those super softs, so he's going to be wanting to get it. He's opted for the mediums at the moment, and dropping down thick and fast is Boinky's at the moment. And Norraider goes into the top position again. Lap number 12 of this 26 lap race. Remember, Russia and Great Britain almost the same in length. There are 5.8 kilometers. Then, as I mentioned in the Russian GP, definitely these two tracks are the big ones. So a little bit less racing we'll be watching from a lap point of view. Yeah, so great to see some of the guys from the TNB boys on the chat at the moment. Yep, the Muna, who's actually changed his name, so I don't know what to call you these days. Not Sebastian is obviously what you're now known at TNB, so Not Sebastian in 303. And yeah, well, you guys, listen, let me tell you something. They've got a great initiative going on with the Project Cars 2. So if you are a Project Cars 2 fan, why don't you get yourselves down and start racing? I think it's on Thursday nights, and I'm sure the Munna can actually tell us when that is all taking place. I think it is Thursday nights that they're doing the Project Cars 2, and I think Devon is helping him run that as well. So yeah, that's if you are doing Project Cars 2, and I believe they're going to be changing over. I heard on the stream that the podcast they had yesterday evening, they're looking to change from the Project Cars into I think it was Seta Corsa. So that's an interesting one there. It looks as though we've got a disconnect with not Kimi 7. And that doesn't look too good at the moment, so hopefully he's going to get back in as soon as he can, because as we all know, if you get a DC, the AI don't drive as well as the actual drivers, so he could be losing some spots, and I think he's already done so, as Boinky's 91 goes up, as well as Springbok Gamer now. He's now moved up a position as well on not Kimi. But nevertheless, Jose down in 10th position at the moment. He's 3 seconds, almost 4 seconds off the pace. Mackett is around about 7 seconds off the pace at the moment from this guy we're watching right now. And he is really dominating this race. 14 laps done. Dinky's just been taken by Emi Alonso. So let's get on board with Dinky at the moment. You can see at the moment he's on the hards. Dinky's on the medium, so he's going to have a little bit more pace coming through the start and finish section here. And yeah, sweeping through, so he's going to be watching at the moment. There we go. Emi Alonso tapping off a little bit. Does this give Dinky the opportunity to get himself into a position? Obviously DRS is now activated. Emi Alonso moving out of the way at the moment. The 50 board mark, there is the break point as he's coming around now, looking to get himself into a grand position now. And obviously some great driving in that Renault from Dinky at the moment, who's 7 seconds behind Norraider. Norraider showing domination at the moment, really doing a nice job of getting himself up there at the moment. Nesmax down into 4th position. A lot of guys asking where Nesmax is and where is he. Definitely, as you can see at the moment, he's on the hards as well, so that compound, it is difficult to get them nice and warmed up, but once they are warmed up, they definitely are they're able to actually go a lot further in this race at the moment. 15 laps done of this British Grand Prix at the moment, and as you can see, nice position from Zadi 44 at the moment. He's into 5th position. Let's go back on board with him. He's in the Haas at the moment. Weza back down to 13th position. His teammate Vino Ferreal down in 14th in the Ferrari. We got 2 drivers out at the moment. That's Foss and War. Carter Boy 55 is Scott. He's out at the moment. Did not finish, but we'll have a look. Kimi, I don't know if he's back in. Hopefully he is. But definitely on board now with Zadi 44. Bet you can guess who he supports in the Formula 1 just by that number there. Brendan, he's actually done a nice job in this Toro Rossa. He's in 6th, very consistent driver from what I've seen. Also his first season with us here at the South African Academy Online Racing, and doing a tremendous job. And Mr. Consistency himself is right there. That is Boinky's 91. Missed him last week. Don't know what happened, but obviously couldn't make the race, but definitely consistent. Just behind him, a little bit of a nudge from the side there. Looks as though there could have been an incident. I don't know if that was it definitely wasn't intentional, but I can see now Wes has just put on the fastest lap, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Wezza SA has just put on a huge lap. There's a bit of lag, you can see that as well. So that might have caused that incident at the moment. So yeah, just trying to give everybody as much exposure as possible. But you can see the Ferrari of Tina Hen there. He's coming through. Just behind him is Meccat. As I mentioned, Meccat 9. He's racing his first race with us in the Red Bull at the moment, the Aston Martin. So, and then just behind him is number 2. That is Wezza at the moment coming through. He's in 12th position. Unfortunately had an incident on the front wing, and that was through Carterboy 45 in that Williams. Lost it out there and then just didn't get out of the way quick enough. But yep, let's see that battle continues. Here we are on board with Vina for real. He's up to 13th position at the moment. Okay, so unfortunately DC for Kimmy, not Kimmy 7. I'm very sad to see that. And then Carter Boy, he's in the Williams this evening. Carter Boy 45, Carl, number 45. He's definitely pushing along, making sure he wants to get up there. And as you mentioned, Connor mentioned, he's definitely shown a great improvement. He's just DC'd there. You could see that. He's out at the moment. There we go. Here comes now. Nor Raider now goes out and puts an amazing time in there at 1 minute 31. I don't know what's going on with Springbok Game at the moment. He's all over the place. Hopefully you can sort that one out. Yeah, so you're right. Wezza climbing up the ladder at the moment. He's in 11th position. And let's have a look where he is. He's coming up just for the guys on the stream at the moment. So you can see, ooh, he comes in on the inside, comes through there. No issues there. Passes Meccat easy. And there he goes up into 10th position. So let's have a look. The next rival for him is Tina Hen. He's coming through start and finish into lap number 18. Yeah, that doesn't sound too hot when it's like that. But let's go out on the outside. It is Jose at the moment. He's down in 8th position at the moment. He's got Boinkies just ahead of him. And number 91, definitely an interesting. This is probably the gentleman that I must say has done exceptionally well this evening in that Toro Rosso Red Bull. And that is Brendan and Fox Limitless. He's obviously done or having a fantastic drive of getting himself up into that 6th position at the moment. 7 laps done on those tires. So we'll be looking at there. Just looking at his sector times. He's actually... Is he going to be up or down in sector 3? That's an interesting scenario. But let's have a look. Question is he going quicker or slower? He's actually going slow at the moment. He was a second, 800ths of a second slower. Oh, it looks as though, yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine. I was a little bit worried about that. Coming through now is Zardi, 44. He's on 9 laps on those tires at the moment, just moving up to Nesmax now. Nesmax in 4th position, 6 seconds behind. And Nor Raider showing total domination here this evening on this track. It is his home track in, I would say, because he is in the UK. And definitely dominating on the driving at the moment. So yeah, Weza just keeps climbing. Agreed with you. He is obviously climbing up that ladder. He's in 10th at the moment, so is there going to be a difference there? Unfortunately, you can see he's not Kimmy's car. Coming through. Dinky, there he is at the moment, really pushing himself in that 2nd spot. So Deacon's actually done so well in his first season at the moment. Yeah, so as I mentioned, Dinky doing so well at the moment in this particular Grand Prix. And got to take my hat off to him. First Grand Prix season with the South African Academy Online Racing, and he's done so very well, and teamed up with Nor Raider. Nor Raider at home turf at the moment, showing his full domination when it comes to the 6 laps of this race to go. And I can tell you now, it's been an absolute screamer to watch. So guys, big thumbs up to you guys on the stream. Thanks for supporting so far. And yeah, let's see where Nor Raider is going to be putting himself at the moment. I love that comment. You're absolutely right. He's got to go like he stole it. So yeah, let's see if he comes back. Nor Raider very strong on home turf at the moment, and I'm sure he's going to be coming back anyway. Podium position, can he make a podium position this evening? He's got Emi Alonso right in front of him, and I see it's actually quite close, so I want to just get down there and see where he is on the track versus the driver in front of him. And you can see that distance is closing somewhat. Yeah, so yeah, just to have a look from the outside on with Nesmax at the moment, just to see where he is. He's 4 seconds. Oh, he's 4 seconds behind, but he is closing that gap. I can see that. So he's done 11 laps on those hards. 10 laps done by Nor Raider at the moment on his hards. 9 laps by Dinky. Great strategy from these guys at the moment. Nice to see Zardi 44. He is in 5th position at the moment. He's 12 seconds off the pace at the moment, but there we're back with Nesmax. Let's go up to Emi Alonso now at the moment, having the drive of his career here on the South African Academy Online Racing. Really doing nicely. He's up into 3rd. If we go to Dinky, Dinky is now, he's still 9 seconds off the pace there, 10 seconds off the pace, and then we're going to go back there. So yeah, just to catch up, Weza has moved up. Unfortunately, Tina Hen, he did not finish this race. He's had an accident. Yellow flag is out, and virtual safety car has been implemented on lap number 22 of this race, and hopefully they can get that virtual safety car taken up and finished. And as I'm looking down at the lap at the moment. Somebody's coming into the pits. I think it is Vina for real. Vina for real done 19 laps or 20 laps on those tires at the moment. So this means that Meket 9 comes up a position now into 10th. So he's in the points. First race, and he's in the points here on the South African Academy Online Racing. Yeah, just having a look at the moment. Yeah, just had some response from obviously not Kimmy. He says internet acting up. That's why he's out of this race. Unfortunately, it's not always the best conditions for racing sometimes here in South Africa. But guys, I know he's going to be back next week. So yeah, up and about at the moment, because Vino for real's just gone up a position, which means Springbok Gamer moves down into 12th position. Norraider, as I mentioned, leading this race at the moment. He's 12 seconds ahead of the pack. So yeah, that is what's going on. And we've had a couple of changes when it comes to the racing conditions, as well as who's actually leading the championship at the moment. And I can tell you, Norraider is he's on top of the points at the moment at 50 points at the moment. Not Kimmy from Race Point. He's got 31 points, so he was 19 points behind. But Dinky now, Dinky P, he's in the Renault. He was on third on the log at the moment, so it's going to be the two Reynolds. If he continues where he is at the moment, it's definitely going to be the Reynolds that are going to be hogging the top log positions this evening. Nesmax in the Red Bull, he's on 25 points, so there was a slight difference on the points at the moment. So if he can just get himself up into that third spot, he is 4 seconds behind. Is this going to be a major difference, and is there enough time to do this at the moment? So yeah, just coming up, I can't see that Nesmax is going to get himself into that position at the moment, because he is approximately 4 seconds behind, but that's not going to be a problem. So 9th is up now. So just going to Weza at the moment. He's gone up a position from 10th. So he's been promoted up in that car number 2 at the moment. Can he get himself into some points position, scoring points? Because let me tell you, at the moment, Emma Alonso, he is in 5th at the moment. So there's points on the board for him. This could be changed here. Wes is down into 7th on the championship log in the Haas. He's on 24 points, as well as Tina Hin. So he's going to take over Tina Hin at the moment with that points position. So definitely some excitement happening on the log at the moment. So 25 laps done of this 26 lap race, and yeah, it's all down now to where they are on the track. And obviously I haven't looked at who's got penalties and who's got what, so we're going to see, does this actually change a lot of what is going on at the moment. Here we are with Weza on board with Weza at the moment. He is hot on the heels of Jose at the moment. Can he come in and take that 8th position? Because points are very, very important at the moment for these drivers of where they're going to be ending up in the championship. Remember, this is race number 4 for us, so we're going to be obviously looking to see where we are. I'm just moving up as quickly as I can just to go around and see where we are. This is lap number 25 for us here on this race as he's coming round to start finish, and he's going into the 26th lap, and as you can see, he's leading this race by a heck of a distance. And if we go back to Dinky, he's coming around now, so there you can see how far he was. And then as you can see, just hot on his tail is Emi Alonso at the moment. Dinky's 13 seconds behind him at this point in time, and he's doing an excellent job there. Emi Alonso, nice job from him. He's in third at the moment. Hopefully he hasn't picked up too much. But there we go. I missed it. And let's just go quickly on board with these two drivers at the moment. You can see very quick as Weza. He's gone up into 8. So big fight back from where he went. Obviously with that wing damage, he had to go in. I think it would be a whole different story if he hadn't had that collision with Carter Boy 45. And I mean, I was on the camera at that point in time when that incident happened, so it was not intentional at all, but just goes to show you what effect that has on us when it comes to racing this type of race. So guys, once again, Brendan doing nicely there. Boinky's up into 6th position. And there we go. Nor Raider taking the checkered flag at the moment here. Let's go back to Dinky. Dinky's coming around as he finishes off his Grand Prix at the moment now. So he comes through start and finish. And then Emi Alonso, he's coming through now as he now actively comes through. Dinky, Nesmax, there he is. He's now, and I just want to see where he's going to be ending up at the moment. So Nesmax, definitely, there he goes. He goes into 2nd position. So big penalties picked up by Emi Alonso as well as Dinky at the moment. Isn't that now dramatic as it's all done? And I can tell you now, wow, that is a tremendous result for Nesmax. He's just made it all clean. And well done to Nor Raider. Wow, he had a fantastic race. He dominated throughout. He was basically 20 seconds on the pedal, and 20 seconds is a heck of a long way. But Emi Alonso, he ends up in 3rd position. Dinky, unfortunately, he's gone back down to 4th position. Zadi 44, nice race from you again, sir. Well done. And I can tell you now what a race that was. Thank you for joining us. Let's watch now as we go into the podium positions to see how the guys did this evening. So the Union Jack flying high for Nor Raider there. He receives his trophy. What a great drive from him. And there we go. Done and dusted is the British Grand Prix. And there we go. Great drive from those 3 drivers. Absolutely fantastic. And yep, that was not... So yeah, Weza not too happy about that, and I can fully understand it. He was doing so well. I'm not gonna put that out there. Obviously, we try and keep this channel as friendly as possible, so even the smallest individuals can watch it. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. It was a really challenging race for all of the individuals at the moment, and I can tell you now, what a great drive from those drivers this evening. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for joining us. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the notification bell. We'll always keep you in the loop of what's actually going on here on the South African Academy Online Racing. It's been an absolute pleasure bringing you there. Yeah, well done to Brendan. I agree with you. Weza, sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Thanks for that. Okay, let's rephrase that. and Carter Boy wasn't nice to your race. Absolutely. That should never have been the case, but I don't think he did it deliberately. But guys, it's been a pleasure. Absolutely. Stay safe, stay home, and thank you for watching. And we'll see you next time on the South African Academy Online Racing. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us. God bless. Keep well, keep safe, and we'll see you next time.